Hey, good morning. So this morning we are going to be baking something. I'm going to be showing you something new and amazing and just creative. I just love to express myself through cooking and culinary art. So this morning you're with Winnie Bon Kwekwe. I come from Germany, a little island actually off Germany, but yeah, so it's just a cute little island. And yeah, so I'm just excited. We're going to be making just a chocolate McFlurry cake today. I love how it's just, I don't know, so chocolatey, so good. My tummy just loves the cake. It's just extremely delicious. So we're just going to run through the tools that we're going to be using, the utensils in this kitchen, to make this beautiful chocolate creation. So the first utensil that you are going to want to have in your own kitchen this morning is a whisk. That's really important. You're also going to need a sieve. Now I like to use the little ones. It makes them, you know, just the sieving process of the flour just finer. Just works great. The other utensil that's really important is the rubber spatula that just gets all those gooey, yummy chocolate, you know, mixture into the bowl, and that's really great as well. Your good old trusty wooden spoon. It's great for banging things, and it's also great for mixing the life out of your cake, just to get all the air that it can possibly have in there. So yeah, and then we've also got our measuring cups. So we've got a teaspoon and a half cup measurement cup. So yeah, and then also you yeah, definitely need your bowl, because of course what will the mixture go into? Okay, so now that we've sorted that out, we're going to just grab our bowl. And the first ingredient that we're going to put into our bowl this morning is the flour. Okay, so white flour. Flour is just so important for any baking, really. You always need flour. So we're going to just grab the flour, and we're just going to dump it in the bowl, and then we are just going to sieve it really carefully. I'm going to tip the bowl towards the camera just to make sure that you guys can actually see the process here. Sieve, sieve, sieve. Okay, that is beautiful. Look at all that air in there. It's just so light and fluffy. Now we're going to put our sugar in, because that's really important. We love sugar in our cake. Now we're just going to give it a little mix, and I'm going to tip it towards the camera again so that our watchers can actually get a really good view on what we're actually doing here. It's a really important process, mixing flour and sugar. Mix, mix, mix. Oh, it's just a wine. I don't know, I just love working in the kitchen. I just feel like my life is so complete when I'm in the kitchen making things. So now we're going to get our baking powder. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So let's just come over here. We'll grab our baking powder, and we've got our tablespoon, and we're just going to put 1 heaped tablespoon of baking powder in with our flour and our sugar. Oh my goodness, these pegs. I mean, so difficult these days. But yeah, we'll manage. So we're just going to dump it in the bowl. Perfect. I love that. Okay. Now we'll just, chuck the box there, and now we're going to grab our wooden spoon again and just give it a little mix. We just want to be really gentle, and you've got to whisper in this process. Loud noises will disturb the mixing process. So, yeah, so there we go. Right, put it down very carefully. Okay, now we need to add our eggs. So we just need 2 eggs for this recipe this morning. So let's grab our eggs over here, and we're just going to crack them into our dry mixture. Yeah, so let's just crack it, and yeah, there's something so satisfying about cracking an egg into a bowl. I love it. Okay, so now that the egg is in, and by the way, these are free range eggs. I have my own chickens in the backyard, and it's just the most fulfilling process of actually bringing in your own ingredients from your land, from your own backyard. I mean, oh, it's just wonderful. So we're going to grab our whisk now, and oh, clumsy me. Okay, so we're going to grab our whisk now, and we're just going to whisk those eggs just gently. We don't want to like beat the life out of them. I feel like that's not really kind. So yeah, oh, beautiful. So that's enough actually. So now we're going to move on to the really yummy part, which is the mandarin juice. Now, who doesn't love mandarin juice and chocolate? Okay, it's so good. So we're just going to start squeezing the juice out of our mandarin. Just get all that beautiful juice out. And we do want the peel, so we're going to just chuck that in with the mixture as well. Just as it is, chuck it in into the bowl. So So we're just going to dump it in there. Oh, beautiful. And then we're just going to tip our mandarin juice into our mixture as well. Oh, isn't that just the most beautiful sound ever? I just feel like that's a symphony, like right there. Okay, so now that we've done that part, we're going to get our wooden spoon and we're just going to give a little mix. It says to mix it lovingly and caringly, so that's what we're doing here. Oh, just look at those colours. I just feel like they're so magical. I feel like a unicorn has swooped in here and just breathed life into this mixture. It's so beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna, this is a really important step in the process of this recipe, is that you do need to let it sit with the mandarin juice just to help the acids in the mandarin just to dilute the gluten in the flour. So while we're waiting, I don't know about you guys, but I love blowing bubbles, especially while I'm waiting, so don't mind me. We're just gonna let it sit. Bubbles are just so happy. You know, how could my day get any better? Okay, so I think that's long enough. Now we're going to move on to our ice cream cone. Now, who puts ice cream cones into chocolate recipe cakes and things like, I don't know, but this recipe is a trusted recipe. It's been handed down from like 100 generations, and it's just like foolproof, really. So we're going to grab our awesome ice cream cone. Oh, there it is. I found it. And we're just going to crush it. Yeah, man. We're just going to karate chop. I love karate. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah. Man, it just helps me release my anger out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, so we're just going to scoop that up and just put it into our bowl. Oh, listen to the crackle. That's a good sound. Yeah, we just get all those little bits because we just don't want to be wasteful, right? We want to use all those crumbs. Oh, voila. Okay, now we are going to grate our apple. So we're going to grab our grater over and we're just going to start grating it. We don't need too much apple grated, just a little bit. Just to add that like flavour of apple into the recipe, into the mixture. The other thing I find with apple is it adds a really nice moisturizing substance into the cake once it's cooked. So apple's important. Okay, so I think that's enough grated apple, and we'll just dump it again into the bowl. Great, yeah, that's awesome. This apple was actually given to me from one of my neighbours down the street, and she's a bit loopy, just between me and you, but I trust her apples. I mean, yeah, it's alright. Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to be like a really good friend to her and all, so we'll just, yeah, use the apple out of love and care for her. So now we're going to use, we're going to put in our hundreds and thousands. Now we only want 20 of these. I know it's going to be a bit tricky, but you know, it's important to measure right. So here we go. So we'll grab our hundreds and thousands. And then we're just going to count out 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, excuse me. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome, that's perfect. Ugh. It's looking really good. I'm just going to show you guys right now like what the mixture actually looks like. I mean, how magical is that? That's beautiful, and it's beautiful. Okay, so now we're almost at the end, people. This is exciting times. Okay, so we're going to get our cocoa. What is a chocolate cake without cocoa? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to grab our cocoa. And we're going to put, we're actually going to put a whole cup of cocoa into our cake mixture. And also notice that this cocoa is actually organic cocoa. I actually grew it myself. I have cocoa trees out in my garden, like actually in my orchard. Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty I'm pretty awesome. Yeah. Woo! My favorite thing about cocoa and dumping it into the bowl is that awesome, you know, cloud of cocoa that kind of puffs up when you put it in the bowl. I mean, that's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna give it one last mix before we add the final ingredient. So we're just gonna give it a little whiz here with our beater. You know, it's just so satisfying being in the kitchen. Oh, look at that, it's actually getting some chocolatey colour to it now. Beautiful. Awesome. So we're going to put that down, and our last ingredient is the popcorn kernels. Now this adds a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of spark, and a little bit of fun into your cake. We are going to add 3 tablespoons of popcorn kernels into our cake mixture. So 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Now, this is the part where you have to leave it just for a little bit, and I love chocolate, and so I'm thinking that I might just have a Squiggles Extreme biscuit right now, because I mean, if you're going to wait, you might as well use your time wisely, right? So, okay. It's just like that crunch, that chocolatey texture and flavour. I mean, it's chocolate overload in one biscuit. You know, oh, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. Chocolate is the best. I always get the giggles once I like start eating these biscuits. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to give it one last mix and then pour it into our baking tin. At this point, I love to sing to the mixture. You are about to be baked in the oven. Alright, so now we're going to put our little whiskey down. Oh, I shouldn't say whiskey, that's a bit naughty. Our whisk. The really fun part is that you can cook this cake in your bread maker. So we're going to get our bread maker tin out of our bread maker, and we're just going to shut it down. That's important. And then we're going to tip the mixture into our bread tin. So, oh, listen to that. Doesn't that sound awesome? Bang. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and now, okay, so we're just going to use our little spatula and just scrape out all those mixture, those pieces of mixture in the bowl. Yeah. Okay, so now, last and final step is to put it into the bread maker. So we're gonna just chuck it into the bread maker over here. And slam that lid down. Because, yeah, and then we're gonna just push the button to start. And we're actually gonna cook it on pizza. Awesome, and it started. So, guys, you're with Winnie Shabubu Bon Kwiki today, and I just want to say that it's been a privilege to be with you, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to see the final product. And we are back. So, here is our beautiful, stunning finished product. I mean, oh, you know, I'm speechless really, but to be honest, I just want to put my face into that thing and just eat it. It's just that beautiful. Oh my goodness. So, like, I'm really big on presentation. I love to put beautiful things in front of my friends and my family and just show them my love for them by presenting food that I make in such an appealing and loving way. So, I'm going to start off with our jam, boysenberry jam. Who doesn't love boysenberry jam? So, we are going to just grab our little spoon and we're going to open the jam and start just decorating the little bowl here, because this cake goes really well with boysenberry jam. So I love just kind of smearing the jam around the bowl. I think that's just so beautiful, so attractive, and it's a great way just to swipe the cake into a little bit of jam before it hits your taste buds and palate. So it's good. I think we're just gonna get a little bit more. Like I love to see a lot of color on a white plate. I think it's really beautiful. And we want to avoid making it look really ugly, because that could kind of look like a murder scene or something, and we don't want that. Okay, so one more dollop of beautiful boysenberry jam. That's it, guys. That is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to sit the jam down now and grab our little bowl. Now this little bowl is what we're going to sit our beautiful slice of cake into. So we're going to come over here again where the cake is. We're going to grab the knife and we're going to just do a little slice of our cake here. So I think we'll do like a triangle this time. Yeah, this looks really good. Beautiful. Oh, I can tell it's moist by the way the knife is just sinking into it. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, yum. Awesome. And now we're going to just do another little slither of a cut to make our triangle. Piece of cake. Oh, yum. Can you hear the crunch? Oh, that must be that apple. Okay, so now we've got our little beautiful little piece, and we're going to just put it into the cake over onto our white bowl. Right over here, and we're going to just watch the jam jar, and we're going to just place it very tenderly into our bowl. Oh. Now, this is my favourite part. This is where you get to taste the thing, and it's exciting. Yeah, so here we go. So I'm just going to let you out. Oh, I love mashing my cake. I love mashing it. I mean, sure it looks beautiful on the plate and all, but yeah, mashing's good. So here comes the best part. This is the most rewarding part as well. I'm gonna get a little bit on my spoon, dip it in the jam, and here goes. That, my friends, is absolutely delectable. Guys, that was a huge success. It tastes so good. More because it's just so good. These biscuits, they're still making me get the giggles. Like, that's just what chocolate does to me, and I think that's like why I love calling it my happy food, because yeah, it just makes me get the giggles and I just feel so happy. So that, my friends, is cooking with Winnie, Shabooboo, and Bon Quickly. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope you learned something new today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you too can serve your family and your friends in a way that is just so life-giving through food and nutrition and chocolate. So yeah, have a great day.